Alright, so last time in Pokemon Black 2, I went through the Dragon Gym. I got my butt whooped a couple times, but now, having beaten that, we now have all this shenanigans to deal with. How are we doing on levels here? Okay. Did I need to buy items? Ask you since I didn't buy the... 19. Okay, I think we're good. Maybe I might buy 6 more hypers, but that's about it. Let's see. But yeah, Team Plasma stuff happened, and now... Yeah, we have a Winter Wonderland. No, I don't remember if this stays permanent or not. There we go. Let's see. Take care of the others. Okay. Fight all these guys. Oh, that means I get to listen. Ooh. Get to listen to good team. Is there considered Neo Team Plasma? I guess we're just. No, the Team Plasma. What group was it actually got the Neo? I don't remember. Maybe not. Maybe that's true. After all. Bunch of free XP. But yeah, it's like the dude said, or Jim Lear said, these guys are getting tougher. About 44? That just means more free levels for me. Crap is annoying. Boy. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot. I could, do we have fly? We don't have a fly mount, do we? Yes. Isn't it for the opposing person? Yeah, that's fair. Double triple battles, I think we're good. Let me see about that, because I got leftovers in my... we don't have a fly Pokemon. I got too used to having Archeops on the main party in Black and White 1. I think I caught a Pidove, right? Not Pidove. Was it Pidove? Maybe. Yeah, here we go. So see where not to have fly at the moment. I haven't really done any catching now I think about it. I think towards the end of the game I'll deal with that. I'm sure that is ordered here. But yeah, I took all of yesterday, but I managed to rip out or copy out of files that would have been more annoying to replace. I mean, everything on my SSD that died, or dying, become read-only pretty much. I couldn't read it on my Linux laptop. Yeah, autofiles on there, I could have easily lost, would have been fine. It just would have sucked to recover. Be like, what am I missing again? And it's kind of... Oh, this is not the correct time. There's one thing that would have really sucked to redo, so I'm hoping I can get that to work just fine. You'll be helping. Yeah, right now the sewers should be flooded, or at least I checked. I'm not sure if it is a seasonal thing or not. But when I did this in OY2, it was fully explorable for me. I put this in the bag. Yes. I guess I could have this on. So yeah, I'm just sort of like finishing doing some extra transfers over to, well, I put a lot of it on my external 4 terabyte that I used to use for VODs, but no, it's just kind of long-term like video storage. Like I have all my Final Fantasy VODs on there, some Pokemon stuff here and there. I think that's it's right here. There we go. They are the leftovers. Now kids get out. Do we have dig? I don't remember. I don't believe we do. But yeah, I had started a bit later than anticipated, for one, because I wanted to actually finish auto file transfers from SSD, or rather, because I put it from SSD to my laptop, and then my laptop to my external, just to sort of doubly back up stuff, I guess. I don't know. I think this is the wrong town. It was that, and my Electron Shepherd adapters came in earlier than anticipated. So I don't have my Wii hooked up, but I tested it out. I tested out the PS2 adapter, and it looks very good. Even interlace stuff looks really nice on there, so I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, now we have leftovers. Who would I give this to? Hermit would have been good. Is Hermit our tankiest Pokemon? It may be. Well, I gotta lose out a bit on return and strength, but leftovers were heal. What was it? Aqua Ring. Pretty good. If not, I'll swap it later. What was even? I don't think so. My ice cream cone that I want on my party. It's. I don't think they're very tanky, but. Let's see how that goes. Should have also looked up the location for Thunderbolt. Now that I have, I should put the Dove on a party. Let me see. It's really hard to type with not a 3DS, a DS covering up most of my keyboard. Lemons, P2 laboratory. Oh, right, yeah, it's, can I get that right now, actually? No. I think because that entire part of the game is post-game. Oh wait, no. That's incorrect. Maybe. Someone on GameFAQs is saying in FAQ it is at Victory Road. Right? That sucks. Right away, yeah, more physical. Okay, right. Thunderbolt would not be the best thing on Clang or Clunk. Because they have way more natural attack than special. Discharge at 44, it's something. Zap cannon. Is the only good electric physical move like Volt Tackle? Kind of feels that way, huh? I guess that's a sort of semi-issue with water physical attackers too, because it's like, well, we got Aqua Jet. Yeah, there's Waterfall. Yeah. Huh. That's why I have my huge power Azumarill with Return and Double Edge. Oh no, it was Return and Strength. I don't remember how many of these guys there are. Oh yeah, Wild Charge. Where do I get Wild Charge? Clang will be the one that has the leftovers eventually. Start using stuff to hurt some. Kind of weird that they can learn bind with a move tutor. You know, they're pair of gears, so gear grind makes sense. So I guess bind up the gears. I don't know. Much more WD-40. Doesn't Weezing have levitate? Or am I thinking of Vanguard? Because neutralizing gas is a sort of shield thing, I think. Remember those Pokemon DB show where stuff could be? Oh yeah, it was brought to my attention the other day, earlier this week. At least in the Gen 3 video, what I had linked was Lyra's website. Because they have a really useful website if you're doing Gens 1 through 3, LivingDex Challenge or Pokédex Challenge. Lyra has her own like little guide section, but you know the more important stuff is like kind of what I use Bulbapedia and Pokemon DB for, which is like, where do I get X Pokemon, you know? Or like seeing what's on each route. Yeah, someone had notified me that the link was broken. Because I looked at Lyra made website.com, I believe. There's a lot of dashes and stuff. It was broken because they updated the site for Pokemon Gen 4. So that would have been useful a while back. I believe it's only a tracker. Because, well, I know how broken sites feel. Also, how do you know? Yeah, if I want to take a look at this. I relied heavily on their website when I did Gens 1 through 3, but for Gen 4 I had to like make my own spreadsheet. Oh, that's my pro check. Well charge to them. I know that one. Yeah. Is it on? It's on the Victory Road too. Why is everything I want on Victory Road? Surf and go down a waterfall. Oh, I need surf and waterfall. Fantastic. Great. Well, now I know. Well, for my Clang Clang to actually be really good, I need to Victory Road. Way to do Googling site work on the Nintendo DS. Ooh. I would assume it then would work on the Wii. I remember watching a lot of Strong Bad Flash animations on the Wii back when. Labeled, yeah. Will go kind of hard. But yeah, I guess, yeah, speaking of, I got both my Wii and PS2 HDMI adapters. I need to look for my power adapter and oh no, I know where it is. I just need to get my power adapter for my Wii to test it out. I only had the slight opportune chance to test out the PS2, or else I would have been starting stream an extra hour ahead, but maybe I'll do that afterwards. The goal for the past few days was to make it work on the most possible devices. Discharge, wow, can take off charge beam. Which I think, if memory serves, only works to improve charge beam and doesn't make any other moves stronger. Oh, F4X would be nice. Oh well. Superpower. That'll do. Huge power. But the power of friendship will become very strong. Thanks. Saves me a trip to the Pokemon Center. Oh yeah, the MacGuffin they destroyed this town over. Let me just give it to this like 12-year-old real quick. Okay. I remember this thing the whole time. Kinda forgot the Child Tribe has it. Well, of course it was stolen from us. We gotta search for them now. Great. My memory gets really fuzzy around this part of the game. I think that's partially because of, Nuzlocke and the like. A very nice 4x right there. More stuff in the background. I've been actually trying to be a bit better with my digital organization. So I'm actually like, oh, here, it's just a fan games. This is a PC port. Might as well. So I should just put up mod stuff, you know? Oh, crap, yeah. Stream I gotta test out if because I had a little idea for a future stream that may or may not happen in April. Oh yeah, and here's the the Tuhu game that I have. The Tuhu 6, the Embodiment of the Scarlet Devil. I think I did remember that title correctly. Okay. It's cheering. Although they probably could have flown here, but whatever. North Undella Town. Is that, here? Yes. I don't remember what half of these tools are that I have. Was this... Oh, this is probably an ancient means of trying to get the, Wii U Pro Controller working on that PC. Go through the marine tube. Is that even worth it? For me now, no. Because I have different controllers that I would rather use on PC, but for the moment, my Wii U Pro Controller is what I use for, that's what I use for my analog pocket dock. I like the controller, but like, its main benefit is just the fact that it essentially has infinite battery life, so... For a lot of games, it's not really good. But the buttons are nice, and the D-pad is like, it's, you know, it's all essentially, it's the same thing. I like the dislike buttons, and that is what the Wii U Pro-Con is. Stare at the map. I don't remember this part. There's the tube. Oh! I think I remember. You had to like surf and like go around, yeah, the marine tube. Yeah, I don't really use the controller for its 3D joysticks. Although I do know that the Analog Pocket, somebody made a PS1 core. Of course, the Pocket is not really strong enough to emulate games that could make full use of 2 analog sticks, but it's there. For like simple JRPGs or stuff I would normally play. I mean, I played Zero Mission and Fusion using that controller. It worked out fine. Oh, yeah, but I should be making a tools folder here. So I'm gonna put that Wii U Pro controller thing in there. Stuff Celeste and the oh, actually, there's no T-Mode. That I got from, was it Itch.io, I believe? I think when Itch.io had their pandemic, maybe a bunch of games for very cheap. I always wish they would put gyro into it. That would make it infinitely better. Yeah, that would, man. That would have been real nice. Especially for like Breath of the Wild playing. Yeah, out of way for PC, I just started to use my Xbone controller, my DualSense, and/or my PS4 controller. Usually. For actual PC stuff, it's a DualSense and Xbox, but if I'm emulating, I usually use the DualShock 4. Let's double check. I think for now, that's everything I cared about on that SSD moved over. Let's double check again, but I'm hoping, part of me is kind of hoping maybe some stupid Windows thing like screwed up and I need to repair it on a software level. And if it can do that, then it'll just become a scratch disk. I doubt it, but holding out some copium. Again, I was already planning on upgrading my SSDs to from 2 TB to 4 eventually, but it wasn't. That whole incident sort of expedited that process. Go heal since I didn't get my moves back. I thought there was some Pokemon stuff that happened recently. I don't remember. Oh, wait, a seashell cave. Okay. Anything but the 3 rock and roller. Oh no. Actually, I don't remember if... What's the other attacks go through sturdy? Maybe not, because it's the same one attack. Oh, okay. Instant Chief 45, which means Hermit can now get to center stage for a bit. Oh, right, no water moves. At least until I get Waterfall, I won't have superpower or... Oh, I'll have to see. Maybe I'll take away Aqua Ring if we actually keep leftovers. The sturdy that I hate. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think... Oh. I think I'll replace Aqua Ring with Waterfall. I think I get that after this next gym, right? Yeah. I don't really remember, but Samurai had, yeah, just a tiny bit more special than regular attack. Yeah, it's been pretty pretty nice. These fights got elongated because of them having sturdy. Okay. Maybe it is a bit self-glazing, but I think it was yesterday my buddy Lou was asking about how he had asked about Final Fantasy 13, or at least my thoughts on it, and I was like, oh yeah, well I made a video. But my little tier list of all Final Fantasy games. Because apparently there was like rumors, or at least maybe the developers were just talking about it, how they wanted to remake Final Fantasy 13, or like saying they really liked 13. Meanwhile, like, I think the first line of me describing Final Fantasy 13 was like, yeah, it just kind of started a Final Fantasy Dark Age for me. I mean, it did, but could have been life stuff during that time. Also, just could have been like, I just wasn't feeling 13 at the time. Who knows? Could be a lot of things. I think that video was the first time I actually had like sort of shadow banned somebody from the comments. Because they were putting words in my mouth, but like, I mean, I just said I don't consider 11 and 14 mainline games because they're MMOs, and they were like, oh, but don't fall into the trap because people say 16 is a mainline because it's action. I mean, I was like, yeah, but usually MMOs are what spin-offs are. Like, you're not... Forgot to swap out Kenichi. Like the friggin' Harbor Warriors series, like Musos are usually spin-offs. Like, you're not gonna say like, oh man, I'm gonna be upset at you because you said Harbor Warriors isn't mainline. How dare. People and their opinions. They're not my opinions. My coffee has been like cold for a bit, but I had tamales for breakfast. I enjoy. You don't have the same opinion as I do, so yours is wrong. You got it, you got it. I had to use superpower again, huh? Let me check if I get waterfall. Let me look that up. I'm gonna need that. Okay. It's so hard to type. Let's return be enough. Ah, yes. Everything I want and hold dear is given to me at Victory Road, of course. Okay. Gotcha. I don't remember if there's a nurse here or not. I haven't been really looking at what's in each route, since I've kind of been more focused on just getting through the game, and I'll backtrack for the necessary Pokemons. Okay. Wow. No, I kind of wish I had sturdy. Oh well. Something different? No. Oh my gosh. Is it AI just me just spamming close combat? Close combat. Works in every instance, except when it doesn't. I don't know if Zorak's fast enough. Oh well. I just have straight up quick attack here, so maybe I'll take the opportunity to buy more max repels. I'm heading back. And maybe, actually not, perhaps some escape ropes wouldn't be a bad idea. Okay. 10 will be good enough. 20 more maxes will be fantastic. Actually, I'll go for 24. Don't gotta worry about catching every single Pokemon and on every route, so money saving, zippy. Maybe I should look up the map for this place. Just yeah, just Seaside Cave, Seaside Cave. I mean, it is a very linear cave. Okay. Actually, what is further in? I don't think I've had to go further in. There's a red candy in here. Phenomena. Oh yeah. That whole thing with getting evolution stones via the dust clouds. I also get Tynwell here if you wanted to. Not sure why you want to get one this later on and not in the earlier Chargestone Cave, but whatever. I get electric. Wow. Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, they changed the need to get or they changed the need for it to be winter time for you to catch seal. You just straight up catch one in the water here. Oh. Interesting. Basement floor with a strength puzzle. I guess we could do that. Why not? More battle. More money. More experience. I am kind of behind on experience. Yeah. Double heal isn't too bad. Suppose it's like a sort of opposite of having the rough skin and rocky helmet. Or at least that's how I could look at it. There's one strength. Management hurt. Maybe I should have a Soothe Bell on our Azumarill first for a while. Try to max out friendship. Isn't an easy way of knowing exactly that, huh? 'Cause I think the friendship lines are always kind of vague. You only know when it's maxed out and not, like, in the process of, you know? Let's see. Actually hopping on there would have, okay. That gets me out of here, but I kind of want that rare candy. Let's reopen, I would have one shot. Oh my gosh, okay, we survived. That is 45. Who's next? I think Zoroark. Good thing there's a lot of fighting type based trainers here. Or Clunk. Oh, same issue. Yeah, I haven't tried out Monster Hunter Wilds being played off the hard drive, but maybe I should. I know the whole thing was like, oh, but you need SSD for fast loading. Well, I guess if a dying SSD could play it, albeit with some audio bugs, I guess it wouldn't be impossible. Wait, where is that item up there? I need Korez's. I need Mystery Man Sting. Do we know who Korez is at this point? I don't remember. I think we do. Don't do that to yourself. I still remember the Dark Ages. You gotta give hard drive some credit. It's not that bad. It's not great, but not that bad. As long as it is not a booting drive, I think spinning drives have worked quite well for me. It's fine for network storage, but yeah, no. I could wait. Gogmazius can resume waiting. I really want to hear if they most likely did. I want to hear the remix for Gogmazios' theme. They're loud, vibrate, heavy, big. Yeah, that's why I don't have, that's why I don't have the 750 gig just sort of teetering, upright inside my case, like I have not screwed it in. I didn't feel like it. Oh my gosh. Yes. It's bad for this. I don't know, it's weird. I've had way more, well, maybe, well, I guess way more SSDs that I care about die on me than hard drives. Like this 750 that I'm using as my temporary game drive was something I ripped out of an auto one, I think. The only kind of 2D that has charm is the one in the iPods. It's cute. What are they called? Were they pocket drives or something? I forgot. Let me look it up. Because it is very, I find miniature hard drives like that tech is kind of amazing. Just 1.5-inch HDDs. I thought they had a proper name. Because you know how Apple just gives everything funny names. I think it was Apple and ThinkPad that, or IBM, I guess, that kind of did a bit of progression on that, memory serves. I could be wrong. Haven't thought about it in a while. I still think it'd be neat to fully kit out an iPod. Which generation was it? Were they Gen 3s, Gen 4s? I don't remember. Because people have made boards, they have Bluetooth on it and stuff, and they're like built-in ports for better batteries. I really want that. I want that. It's Thin Ziff, but that's not an Apple name. Yeah, it's the proper name. Don't do 3rd gen, those are a pain. Which was, let me look. iPod generations. Check the Wikipedia page. I mean, if you just want an MP3, I guess, I mean, there's literally nothing wrong with getting an old, like, iPod Touch. For convenience sake, although I say that without knowing, you know, lithium batteries be lithium batteries, they probably need replacements too. They look cool, but there's almost no parts for them. Models and features, let's see. It was not 3rd, it was 5th, okay, yeah. 5th or 6th, I believe, right? I think it's because my dad had a couple of 3rd gens back when, but we sold them because we needed the money. I would have loved to have kept one though. Oh well. They're probably worth a lot more now. Than back when, but at least I sold them in working order, so meh. I mean, for the moment, my phone, my old ancient phone is my MP3, so I don't have a need to have a separate device for music. But I guess maybe it's that sort of like mental thing of like having like this is my workspace. Yeah, this is where I do my tinkering. You know, this is where I read. This is where I draw. That is sort of a real thing of having separate spots for separate activities. Alright, you want a 4th gen video? I close the Wikipedia page and look at it. I think I should call it on 4th gen photo. 4th gen photo with color display. Premium spin-off with a 4th gen iPod with color screen. Plus picture viewing. Wow. I can look at my photos on the go without needing a digital camera. insane that this was a selling point a few years ago. Yeah. That was a selling point that had me want a PSP, because I was like, oh, I could watch the funny YouTube poops. I could put that on the PSP, I could watch that anywhere. I could watch movies. That was a critical hit. And now it's just like, well, I literally have the Jellyfin and the Tailscale app on my phone. I could watch whatever's on my HTPC, wherever I want. Whatever. Okay, this is I need to switch. Oh crap, yeah, that reminds me, I need to be under, let's see, no, because I have a OnePlus phone, I wonder, can I get an adapter that outputs HDMI? I don't know, for no particular reason. 26 bucks for this cable, what? Wow, full 4K output, wow. Oh. like how one of the pictures on Amazon page is like, ah yeah, you should play your mobile League of Legends on the big screen. Yeah. Add that to unlist. Still waiting on to get paid for my robotic stuff. We'll see what happens next week. I think I got a Twitch paycheck from my buddy Shenanigans, and I'm eternally thankful for. although that Twitch money is going straight into savings. Can't wait for taxes. Yippee, I love tax season. Which will secret. $47. Jail. It's always great learning every year. They're trying to like make freaking doing taxes harder. I mean, I'm thankful I at least learned how to do it. Or at least use, you know, tools to help my taxes since I was 16. At a ripe young age. Oh, I became a so mature doing my taxes. So brave. Thought the battle was over. I wasn't. Okay, we'll just swap back to Zoroark. Oh, I gotta switch to double time? Oh, sure. Just kinda helping out to take off the disable. Yeah, I noticed a lot of people on Twitter because of the stupid Grok stuff. Oh gosh. So I guess a bit extra context before I relay this little thing. My buddy Willie kind of like the only person out of the friend group that also streams, but also shows his face when he does stream. Because he's much more braver than I am. I'd rather just be a disembodied voice. And only allow a few people know what I really look like. Twitter and Gronk said everything you need to know. Okay. But yeah, he's a brave soul. Maybe a bit too brave. And his Valorant buddies had, at least his close Valorant buddies, these weren't just nobodies. Like he actually knew them. Had Gronk put him in a Marco bikini. They had deleted the post soon afterwards after they showed him. But I still find it kind of insane. And that's even like stuff you could like easily do. But yeah, as he put it, had it been not his close Valorant buddies doing that, he would have been really freaking upset. Well, I have doodled my gremlin self a handful of times on Blue Sky, and Yuli has kind of taken that as as a means to draw me. So I'd be like, yep, that's the closest most people would see what I look like. That's pretty accurate. Slash, my profile picture is just took a picture of myself for that a couple years back for my stream buddies. Solaria had that commissioned from, gosh dang, I keep forgetting the name of the artist. I feel bad. I keep forgetting. But yeah, my profile picture and my doodles of myself are probably the closest thing I'll have of myself on the interwebs. I don't even post crap. When I was on Facebook for family, I don't like. I think it just kind of stems to not liking seeing myself, you know. Not that I like have any like self-image issues. I mean, I guess just sort of like, I don't know. I cannot explain it very well. Not very photogenic. Close evolution here. 49. We should be having. Okay, I really should have Clunk have Lucky Egg then. I don't know why I don't have him with Lucky Egg. No one has to show themselves if they don't want to, that's fine. Yeah. I feel to an extent, for a lot of people / streamers, or at least, you know, people that have some sort of presence outside of their close friend group, it's just sort of like you associate their voice with them, or you know, whatever they decide to show. And since I only show my voice, Maybe I'll let people's mental imaginations piece together what I may or may not look like. But again, the doodles of myself per each show. A pretty good interpretation of myself. Although I do need to shave though. I need to buy a new razor. Or a new a mechanical razor. I got sensitive face skin, so I can't skip out on prep, sadly. I mean I can could use budget razors that cost nothing, but you know, I get a lot of razor burn. It makes it not worth. I should probably get new glasses. These glasses are getting kind of scratched up the past couple years. I gotta write that down. Especially if I were to start driving, I think it would be smart to have a new pair of glasses. And to ensure my eyes are still eyes. I think my eyes are eyes. They eye pretty well. For the most part. Yeah, just do it even if I have to suffer for a day or two. Then I could do it again. Yeah, I mean, maybe it is a silly thing to be like, oh man, I don't want an eye exam just yet because I won't be able to probably stream because I won't be able to see, but I think eye health is pretty important. There's one thing I've learned from watching my family get older. There's always the two things for a man you always gotta be worried about: your prostate and your eyes. Well, eyes kind of apply to everybody, not just men, but you know. Just be a new month, you gotta make sure you're healthy. That's the other thing. Do your monthly checks. Josie says. Ball cancer. Yeah, that's why you gotta do monthly checks. I always was frightened because back in freshman year of high school, one of my teachers sort of said anecdotally that someone in my class in the past did end up having ball cancer. So I'm like, I gotta check, I gotta look, I gotta check monthly. Especially if the family has history of cancers, which mine somewhat does, but it's mainly due from smoking and stuff. But I don't smoke. I very rarely drink. I don't like the taste of alcohol. I gotta feel. I could feel just fine. Please, your balls look heavy. I'm good. It's a first boy. Marine tool. Okay. Yeah, Josie, don't worry about the eco-terrorist. We're focused on the gym first. Yeah, okay. Sure. Marine tube. There wasn't anything here, was there? Yeah, I love 5th gen music so much. It's kinda Bomberman-y. Always from that summer playing through the 3 Bomberman games. That was last summer was pretty good. I enjoyed those streams. Oh, I took the very long way. Huh, whoops. Can I bike in here? Cool. Okay. At least Clunk should... Oh, item back there. Clunk should be able to evolve from this gym. It's kind of very odd. I think this is our final gym, right? I always found it odd that Black and White 2 has water as the final gym. That's wrong. Yeah. Oh. Very happy that I've been able to keep the demons away for some time now. Which ones? Everybody has their pack of demons. How about smoking? I just can't, because my father was both an alcoholic and a smoker. And kind of knowing that, I guess to an extent, addictions or having addictive personality is hereditary, so thankful I find alcohol yucky, I guess. It's dangerous when it's like sweet or sour stuff though, so I gotta be careful about that. I don't let myself drink those. All of the demons. All of the above. I see. But yeah, I don't like smoking. I don't like I don't like the smell. I don't like throughout the years of getting secondhand, just sort of like, no, this is just giving me a headache. I don't want to be around these people that are smoking. Anything really. Yeah, with some alcohol, it'll be fair. Yeah, that's how you curb the demons. Stand there. That's what item was. That'd have been just doing that. And yeah, of course it's nice if you find a vice to have an outlet, but gotta be careful even with healthy outlets. I mean, I'm not quite the vanilla clean boy, so. Maybe it's also like a small part of me in the back of my head being like, well, whatever, if my job were to ever like do random tests on everybody, I know for a fact I would always be safe. Although that has never happened. They test you. If in some places, if they suspect that you have you're under the influence or whatever, something happens, they will test you. Yeah. Depends on the place. Depends on the severity of what they are accusing you of. It also kind of depends if you have signed a waiver that says like, yeah, if my employer thinks I've done a bad, they can't test me. I will, you know. That's what they always hide in the little like tiny small text. Oh my gosh. Has to be illegal. You'd be surprised at stuff they do here in America. About like how some retail places, I think there was a case with Walmart, there's a Walmart, that they had actually taken out a life insurance plan on one of their employees because they had pre-known that yes, this employee is one elderly, and elderly, she lived alone, and she had a lot of health conditions. So it was like, yeah, we'll put a health plan on her, so when she dies, we get a couple of big bucks. So the company Walmart got big bucks. Meanwhile, their family got zip because they didn't know. You would be surprised. They also make their staff stand all the time. Yeah. I mean, I don't have problems with standing. I've been standing at, well, moving around now, I should say. Standing around in one place, yeah, it's... I don't know. It sucks. Like, why? Because it looks professional if you're not leaning on the counter. When I worked at Sears, when there was still a thing here, I remember that, like, no, you can't lean on the counter even though you've been standing around for like 6 hours. I remember getting chewed out. I don't even know if they're a manager or something. I don't remember. I don't care. Being chewed out, like, no, you can't have a break. Like, within your last hour or whatever. I'm like, whatever, I don't care. I do that now at the current place every time. I'm like, I'm going on break, and everybody's like, yeah, go, have fun, whatever, enjoy. They know I do my work. So I could be like, here's my 15-minute break. Yeah, it's 20 actually, and I'll just yeah, sink it to the company sofa for an extra 5 minutes. Break is like an hour if I want it to be. Well, legally, I believe I get 15 for every 3 hours or whatever, so it's like 15 for 3. If I work for 6, I get a lunch break, and 15 if I go for 9, I get 2 breaks and a lunch. I think something like that. I think I've only had to worry about a 9-hour shift like once or twice. Legally it's 30. Let's see if Cloud can actually survive a fight here. Everybody takes longer breaks because who actually cares if the work gets done. Yeah, that's how I see it for my breaks. Actually, the person who trained me, who was no longer there, was like, yeah, sometimes people just take 20-minute breaks. It's whatever. It's not like there's any like evidence besides all the cameras that you went on a 20-minute break. So the way I see it is like, well, if nobody complains, then I'll be like, oh, whoops, I lost track of time, my bad. So silly, so forgetful. Oops, I like 5 minutes over. Whoops, won't happen again. Either way, when I take breaks, it's usually because I'm usually left alone in the docks or the back room, so... Kind of like, well, I mean, yeah, there's people who check in on me, but most of the time, it doesn't matter. Because again, I just sort of rely on, oh, no complaints, okay, perfect. My one main discipline is not being on my phone the entire time, although recently it's been a bit harder not to be. I mean, but I usually have it, like, since usually when I'm working on the trucks, I'm like, okay, I'll check, or at least I'll look at the time whenever I go through a pallet. Or like do X task, I finish A thing, I check time. Because it's half also checking it for whenever I go on break or whatever. Half my work day is getting coffee. Yeah, I feel like if I had more of an office job and not a laborious manual one, I probably would. Do the shame, I would just have a big old thermos with coffee. Try to see if I can do. Oh gosh. Gear grind. We have swagger after all. We just gotta like not be confused. Yeah, I guess I'm always fortunate that work isn't ever difficult. It's just, you know, it's just manual labor. They avoided it, what the heck? And I usually zone out while working, so it doesn't really feel like, even if it is like a 8-hour shift, it's like, oh, okay, well, I'm in, I'm out, whatever, I go home. Until next week, then I get reminded that I have work. If anything, being on the floor sucks more than being in the back, but oh well. I don't like being on the sales floor. I'd rather be out of the view of the humans. I mean, our wonderful customers. Thankful as of late I've been getting really good at least being quick with like simple edits. I can do my weekly editing for the Joelite channel pretty, not super quickly, but decently quick. I finished, oh yeah, I gotta check which VODs I could delete now. Because, you know, I finished Gale of Darkness. Finished that edit. So now I just gotta delete the old stuff and see about putting together the long play for next week. See how long that'll be. Oh, wait. Maybe eventually I should actually do highlights and stuff, but I'm not exactly too trained on that. I was planning. Do I still have the Lethal Company stuff on my hard drive? Let's see. Because I was sort of thinking of doing highlights with the Lethal Company stuff, but yeah, I do. I guess I wanted to do that. I guess Repo and any of the what do the kitties say? The French slap games. I guess any of that would work. Although a lot of the peak stuff were local records that were like, well, I'm only going to upload this if we actually beat it. So there is a lot of accidental lost media. Oh no. Slower than a whale lord, that sucks. I think I was pretty much towards the end of the gym here. Yeah, I guess if I ever had like a role model when it comes to like making highlights, I probably would love to have highlights in the form of the Thero stuff with the with animated little bits and stuff. Just kind of, it's half the reason why, well, I'd say not half, a third of the reason why I would have wanted to learn Blender, or rather have tinkered with Blender. You could probably guess another one of the thirds, and the other half third is just sort of my own. That's what I used to practice sewing, because using Blender you could like output crap to plushify, and you can make your own funny plushes with that. So I had to learn at least basic Blender things, and that was over the summer. That was fun. I don't know. I just like, I like making stuff, you know. The basic human desire to make things. Okay, I believe that was the end of the gym, so let me. Yeah, I gotta go all the way around. So there's a lily pad going all the way back here, but... yep. Let's head back to the beginning. Nope. Well, I would have loved to head back to the Pokemon Center, but... I really like this gym theme. It's very chill. Don't have too many discharges left, but hopefully it's enough for at least one trainer. It would be nice if Blanc could survive. To have a minor quirk with my getting used to a new mouse. Windows keeps trying to multitask with it. Was it 49? I think we have made it. Yes, okay. I'll just switch here so Clunk doesn't have a chance of dying. Oh yeah, I haven't installed VR chat. I probably should. I haven't checked up in a while. Like VR chat's always kind of the best when you like don't get on it for a while, then you come back and like, ooh, what new worlds are there? There's a pretty cool looking well, I myself prefer sort of like walking sim experiences. One of my other buds really likes music, and of course the other one that's usually around for VR likes Games. Here we go. One extra gear. 2 gears. Is there an extra trainer? I guess we'll see how many. Extra levels you can get here. But four left, let's see. Oh no, my stab. What is this? This was just Microsoft plans to load Copilot inside File Explorer. No. What? Ew. I think right away. Well, even on Windows 10, File Explorer has been kind of crap for me as of late. Explorer push. I really should be looking at different utilities for that. I'll grab that from the GitHub. LTD and that. Oh yeah, apparently there was apparent leaks on the Steam Frame VR headset, and I think it was in euros though. I don't understand euros, but I think I took a quick googly search, because I'm pretty sure for like the lower end model was like 750 euros. USD. Euros basically 1-to-1. Usually says no. Ouch. Depends on the day. Well, today 750 euros is about $872. We could round it to 873. So for the low-end Steam Frame, that's not half bad, considering what it is, considering the context of like the mess that's happening. It's not too bad. I believe what was it? The lower end is like 256 built-in storage, but you could expand it like the Steam Deck, I believe, with SD cards and stuff. So. Not a bad ordeal, in my opinion. Okay, it's right here. Yeah, that's way up. Been holding at 1-to-1 05 for a long time. I guess not anymore. Things are always likely to change. Everything is super unpredictable these days. I like that gym's puzzle. I like the lily pads. Also pretty simple puzzle. I don't really have to think about it the whole time. I get the luxury. Oh, I don't have to redo it. Okay, cool. I thought it would reset. The future. Oh, Pokemon gyms. You solved the puzzle once. It's solved forever. Wow, yippee, yahoo. I wonder what the under the hood looks like for Zoroark's illusion, since it is taking on Pido's. I wonder if it actually does impact the the computers, even though it's like, yeah, I know it's a Zoroark, sonically speaking, that's what you sent out, but... Well, I'll pretend that I see it's a Pido. Or what have you with the illusion. Stone. Let's switch for this. If I've learned anything from making stuff, you make computers cheat. Yeah. There's always that, you know, the thing of like, yeah, random numbers aren't exactly random. Heal. Yep. Because like it's a thing though. If you don't have them cheat, you have instances of like cheat a little bit of cheating. You have instances like first gen with having yeah, first gen AI. I don't think I need to say more than that. Basically, two different things can't have the same ID, so you can't make the computer think of something else, or at least think. Yeah, you would have to cheat it with something else. That is usually how my brain works, so I guess that's why I like... I like a lot of things. Like, oh yes, the brain likes to piece this apart. How do it work? Oh, retro pump, no, I'm good. You can't make the computer look at the sprite ID, which apparently can change. Yeah, that's probably, okay, that's probably how to do it then. Maybe. Oh, that was a very lucky discharge. Oh my gosh. They probably did something like that. Or did they just didn't care? It's Game Freak. It could be anything, really. I think the main thing that it would trick would actually be human players. You know. Although, well, at least before, at least, you know, from the osmosis of watching Wolfie, was it Wolfie? And just being like, yeah, I mean, before you didn't have the means of looking at a player's team beforehand, but now the fact you could just be like, oh, they have a Zoroark on their party. I know for a fact one of these Pokemon is going to be not real, not as it seems. But that's only like a one-trick pony that would work once. Heart Ghost kind of sucks. How am I gonna do this? It's okay, discharge disabled sucked. Dang, yeah, it's just the Hard Ghost that's really limiting my options right now. Oh well. If I go first, that's a done deal. I get a crit, that'd be nice. Is my internet down? Says your connection is successful. Switch. Stream gun, stream deck. Back. Yeah, I don't know why Switch being funny. Wait, what was Clips Leader 2? What the heck? Who's the first Clips Leader? Weird. Twitch with their funny badges. But hey, I got my own badges, speaking of. Yippee! That's the Gym Leader Challenge! Wow! Yeah, I guess, oh, goodbye. Maybe Twitch had a hiccup, maybe OBS had a hiccup, who knows? Of course, the water type gym was pretty easy. It was just, again, the ghost typing that made things a little spicy towards the end there. Gronk, is this real? Real stream? If you think Team Life is bad, then yes. Okay, 22. Wow, now that the stream reset, I can only rely on my record time for the time I've been live. Can you make him wear a clown nose? Okay, well, Clonk's gonna get that many extra levels. Maybe I should have had them have a magnet for that gym battle. Oh well. Cool age now. Me have strategy. Cat Grog, my stomach made a weird noise. Why? Stomach catcher. Actually, no, I think it's kind of funny that I have the pedo from the miner. Okay. I am always quite baffled that people use Grok, like, or AI seriously for medical advice. It's like, oh yeah, this thing, yeah, this weird mark on my arm. Yeah, I asked Gronk, and they said it's whatever. So I'm not gonna head to the doctor, even though it feels funny when I move it or touch it. It's been this way for weeks, you know? Gronk said it was okay. Asking Microsoft Copilot how to debloat Windows. You need to kill me. Huh? Kill me to debloat Windows. Oh, whatever you say, man. I think this guy was in the way before. Oh, maybe you could have fought him before. Don't remember. Asking an AI to marry me even though I have a wife and children. Oh, that won't take very long. There's this new anime that, what's it called? Let's see. I had to deal with, a blind woman and an invisible man. Oh yeah, One Piece. Oh yeah, first season is done. You guys have a couple months until April until it's back. Can you please attack? Oh yeah, the Invisible Man is soon to be wife. Yeah, because but I say yeah, it didn't take long. I looked at the poster. I was like, oh, there's a furry lady. She's gonna be the favorite for many people. And I looked at Twitter. It's like, yep, okay, it's a new record. The men yearn for a tall, furry woman. The bracer AI companion jar. I remember when people were thirsting over Samsung's AI companion. Was it even an AI companion? It was just Samsung's mascot lady. Oh yeah, that backseat seat because that's what we really want, yeah. That's for AI. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Samsung's thing was... Well, I was not gonna say original, but at least it wasn't AI. She was cute though. Yeah. What was the spokesperson for? It was like an insurance company, I think. That people were being creepy around her and that like pushed her off the internet. Or just off of anything. Was that progressive? I don't remember. Oh well. be the internet, ruining people's lives. One creep at a time. I suppose the main reason why I like being the disembodied voice that's more of a nobody, because, you know, at least I could yap either to myself or yap to a more condensed, focused group of people, you know? At least when I used to watch Frost Prime back when in his much earlier years before he actually made streaming be able to pay for his house and his everything. Actually, I'm not really kept up with him. I don't know what he's really doing these days. I think he's doing D&D stuff. But, my sub-notification of the little guy that hops on the screen and calls me a big gay boy. It's like, yep, that's Frost. Kind of have him as that sub-alert, just as in memory of what my inspiration for resuming streaming. Even though he, as a streamer, he was much more high energy, while I am the opposite of that. I like to chill. You know, of course there'll always be times where I go a bit crazy. Oh. I'm an auto mod, you could allow that. Just a good little gay boy. Ah. I guess that is always the meme, huh? Like, dang, it's kind of gay to like women, huh? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that happened because he did a little bit where he would, you know, he was sometimes like go to use the washroom and then he'd hop onto his green screen with his like wired mic. I don't know what prompted him to say it, but like he hopped on screen and called me a big gay boy. I was like, okay, alright, can you do that again? I'll give you $20. I'll have that be my sub alert forever. You like women, but women like men, therefore you're gay. Sadly, it appears that is the case. Burdened by loving women. But yeah, I used to really like watching Frosty a lot back when, but he was much smaller then, so like, this is talking like a viewer base of like maybe 20 to 30 people. Maybe, burdened by the puss. Maybe double, because he was a League of Legends streamer, which is how I kind of like kept watching him, because he was like, he wasn't the best at League of Legends, but he was knowledgeable, and he's fun to talk to. Or I guess type to. You know, gotta love that parasocial relationships, huh? But he would switch to Slay Spire, which funnily enough around that time, whenever he would switch, he would kind of kill the viewer base, and so it would, or like Slay Spire or PUBG was popular during the time, so he would do that. But doing so would sort of kill his viewer base, so he'd go from like, I don't know, 60, 50 viewers, it would plummet down to a third of that. But it would be during those times in which you would be able to actually talk to a streamer, because now it's just going to her streams now, or like even with Vinny, the main streamer I watch the VODs of. I usually just watch on YouTube. There's that extension that I look like this. Here's not really extension, but yeah, I guess it is also an extension, but you can also replay the chat replay. Usually have that. There's just sort of like, man, there's no real interactions with that. You're just sort of an extra voice in a pool of other voices. I mean, sure, it's funny when Vinny reads an unhinged comment every once in a while, but yeah, there's no, well, I guess maybe to an extent, maybe it's fine, because I know with Vinny a couple years back there was that whole minor incident. I'm gonna be right at home here. There was that incident a couple years back with Vinny when someone sort of like tried to make fake drama news. I don't know. I don't care. It's Vinny's own personal life. True or not, doesn't matter. That was his personal life, and people got a bit too wanted to get a bit too close to the sun, sort to say. And wow, bad at the moment, because you could kind of tell it really hurt being perceived in such a manner. He does sound a lot happier these days with how he streams. Cause yeah, he got horribly sick not too long ago. He got some sort of like really bad strep or throat infection. But he was like, no, I like streaming. I would just keep streaming, even if I am like sick. I like streaming. To an extent, it's been my my speech therapy. Because if you go back into my really old VODs, you can kind of notice that my speeching pattern has sort of evolved might not be the right term. I guess more like adapted. I guess it's sort of the same thing. It means different in my brain now. I do enunciate more often. I do some cases change how I say some words. It's sort of to be funny. It's always been to be funny at times, but it's also like in an attempt to be more understandable. Oh yeah. I mean, there's always a sort of thing. One of the things my mom would talk about when I was baby infant, I didn't want to talk. I guess to some aspect, I did always kind of like being in my own head, having my own inner monologue with myself. But that's not healthy to be human, so I got to talk. Can't leave my obscenities within my brain. I gotta let it out. Well, there's a lot. I guess it's just being human. There's nothing is nothing is super simple to explain. Even if I were to try to explain, I can only say half of it, or not even that. But Terrakion Arch Corporation. Internet Explorer, man. Yeah. Oh, thanks for the thing. So that's how we resume going the other path. Further out here, so that works out. I'm not dealing with the sacred swords or whatever they're called. I don't need to worry about that. I got that in black and white. Oh, but yeah, either way, well, I guess that's the sort of thing. Oh, if I'm the only disembodied voice on stream, then I have my own energy, but like, it's always fun to bounce off of other people too. When I am doing the friend slop stuff, like I would bounce off of them, or like have a different energy to it. Be a bit more silly during Lethal Company, for example, or you know, or Peak. But I suppose the largest change for me for the past 2 years has been like doing these afternoon streams instead of evening streams. I mainly did evening night streams before because of well, you see here I don't have much privacy in my home where I live. And back switch to the bed, shut up. Comfy time. Yeah, I used to do evening streams. Cause either way, by default, evening streams are more chill by default. I guess now that it would be a bit more crazy if, because in the evenings that's where all the lads would meet up. So that's when we would do multiplayer stuff. But now I guess I can reserve evening streams for like multiplayer stuff, like when I was finishing Abiotic Factor with my budge. Those streams are always pretty chill. I liked Abiotic Factor. Fantastic game, especially if you like Half-Life. But even though those were multiplayer stuffs, I think those games, like, that game in particular, had things be a bit more chill. Wait, what's that? Oh, fainted. I think that could be useful. Let's see. No. I'll just take care of this the easy way. I felt like that thought process was going somewhere, but I forgot. Oh, yeah, well, I guess it's streaming in the evenings, or not evenings, before, and then I'm doing afternoon stuff. I felt like, because I started that with Final Fantasy X, I believe. Gosh, I can't wait to start editing the Final Fantasy series again. Because I'll eventually get to 10, I'll be like, dang, I sound so freaking tired, because I was adjusting the streaming, like, not the second I wake up, but like around that time. Since, you know, because streaming in the evenings made it super simple, because I was a night owl, so I could just be like, well, I'm done with stream, time to go plop and just fly to my bed. I'm gonna fly back, actually. I don't remember if there's a nurse nearby. There probably is, and I'm just wasting time. Oh well. I'm sort of switching that. It was tough at the start, but I feel like this has become more of a routine that it's becoming easier. I'm not perfect at it. you do see how I try to wake up around midday. Wake up a bit earlier for days at work, of course. But even for work, I always go in like in the afternoon. There's some rare times where I need to go even earlier in to work. But that hasn't happened recently because its workload has been pretty light. Yeah, I try to wake up around midday. Today I slept in more because my dog kept waking me up because we had a visitor today in the house. A planned visitor. And I just wanted to sleep in. I like sleeping in on Saturdays. Or on the weekends, I think that's normal. Yeah, it's sort of, I'm trying to cast. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Put a bookmark and let that proceed for a second. Workdays are like, wake up at 7:45, be at work at 8. Not too bad. Entrance. Is this entrance for English? I'm in the cave. Oh, it's Uematsu. What's it called? Uematsu Lick. Anyways. I believe it's that. Okay. So there's a 5% extra chance of getting what I want in this cave, so I think I'll run around. I'll run and get this. Perfect. Yeah, so I just sort of wake up, check what's new, check email, check stuff, see how many more, like, unfortunately, we decided not to move on with your application. Where, I haven't gotten many of those as of late, because honestly, I've not applied to any jobs. Brain's been kind of focused on, mentally stealing myself for back to school, because my butt had sort of eased my thoughts on, yeah, maybe returning for at least a little bit wouldn't be too bad. Get some extra life skills, and maybe I could become a part of the IT help desk. Maybe. Ooh, there we go. It is our English. Can I just toss balls at it? Can I just... I don't want to kill it. Let's see. Sure you want that? There's a program that would at least allow me to return. Without having to pay anything. Or you're talking about the vanillish. Yes, I want... I want to try out this Pokemon. I'm at the IT help desk. I'm already pretty much that. For the robotic stuff, I am essentially that already. I just don't have a determined schedule. So I'm like, sort of like, I get an email, be like, oh, we need help with these accounts. Be like, okay, alright. I note it down in my tab sheet. That is the lowest, most unforgiving thing ever. It's a job. That is in retail. That I would be good at. Yeah, that was pretty easy. Finish right here. Oh crap! I didn't give them a name. Which? I just kind of caught them without thinking. The blue team resumes. My team is very blue. Alright, here. No, sorry. Oh, but no, I guess my plan, if I were to actually get that, would be to try to move up the ranks. So it's either that or just become a manager at a Buc-ee's. Those managers at those gas stations are kind of like they get paid crazy well. That's also being a manager of a gas station. Like, I think for like a Buc-ee's manager, they make like $120,000, which is that'd be nice. I like that. Heck, put me in a friggin' Buc-ee's suit. I could probably get paid multitudes more than I get paid right now in retail. So, who needs an associate's degree in CIS when yeah, I went from help desk to sysad. Soci-admin, yes. I would like to be a soci-admin. And then someone was fired, and I'm now doing both. Oh. Is it this guy? Was it you? Gesundheit. Now even more. I mean, I don't know, the main thing for me is just the fact that it would be remote work, which is kind of like something I really want. Something I really, really want. Where is this guy? Was he not here? I need to rename my Pokemon. did I pass it? Was it one of the big buildings that was before over here? The road is ending. I'm being threatened by Team Plaza, and I'm here looking for a guy because I need to give this ice cream cone a better nickname. Why can't I find him? So it's inside the metal office building. Metal office building. I don't know, but in my experience, both of those are more run-around jobs. Yeah, it would. I guess it depends heavily on. Depends on the company, because I'll be a help desk for a university. Yeah, I guess it also depends on the department of that too. I was in the last building in the far left street, just going. Okay. Because yeah, over I guess now 4 years. Yippee! Give it up for year number 4. I'm trying to get a better job. Let's see. Oh, it was you. Whoops. I think I went into this building and just left. Oh, what was that? What was that name of ice cream? That was just a bunny. I forgot. Bunny ice cream. This is just blue bunny. Can I call him Bloony? That's perfect, actually. Okay. Okay. I think they are actually 47, so I think they are 2 levels away from evolving, really? Yes. Do you have the experience share? Yes. Oh, right at the lucky egg. Yeah, very thankful I don't have to really grind them up a whole ton. I'll just have them be out in the lead, give them a... That. Okay. To finish my thought process, one of the only interview, or I guess a 1 out of 2, that would have actually made use of my my actual skill set / my degree. That was more of an IT runaround job, but because I don't have uncar, or didn't have uncar, I was given a big ol' no. Even though that's bullcrap, because the application said that it was more of an office or like hybrid remote job, but whatever guy. Whatever, dude. And nowadays, I just get a bunch of scam texts being like, oh, you want this remote job? I went to check my phone and then I actually got a notification that Stir stream. Yes. One of the horsemen, the apocalypse Stir. Well, but I have been thankful by making more strides. I guess it's also just having motivation due to certain things, maybe certain people, having motivation to improve myself. Is there not a map for this? May I have a map, please? Which cave is this? This one. No. This one. Yes. Funny how life works out. Oh crap, I even looked at the moveset. Or anything about Bloony. We just caught them. Neutral, great. Ice Body, Hailstorm, huh? Okay. Ice Beam, Hail, perfect. We got Mirror Shot, Acid Armor. Okay. We have the bare minimum. Yeah, 50% of Vanilla Sprout away. I had them pretty frequently. Heading to Route 21. Okay. I think Hugh told me to go to Route 21 and I just sort of ignored him. South of... oh. And there's just one thing I kind of miss about, at least I really liked using my, I had a Nano, iPod Nano. Well, I still have it, so not had. I mainly use that to listen to podcasts and did scary stories back when I worked at a Mexican restaurant. Because those were like, those were 12-hour shifts of with no breaks, and I'll be standing up the entire time. To an extent, that's why I'm kind of like, eh, whatever, standing up for 6 whatever hours, meh, I've done worse. Is this not Route 21? Oh, they want me to, okay. It's really stupid how much stupid stuff I don't really need, but I still want to buy. Yep, I feel that. 12 hours standing is diabolical. Yeah, 12 hours standing and then I have to like walk a mile, give or take, home. Over a really, really steep incline bridge and stuff. Oh, well. But that's being a high schooler, I guess. It was back when I felt more invincible, so whatever. I think the only kind of really sucks during, because at least for us Mexicans, Mother's Day is pretty huge. And so there was a lot of parties that day. And I really wanted to have a break. That was the one time I got a 15-minute break, but sort of like the boss gave it to me begrudgingly. Sort of kind of weird to think that, frankly speaking, I think I made slightly more at that Mexican restaurant than I do at retail, but I work way less hours at retail. I technically make way more per hour, it's just, I don't get many hours. Because if I had like what would be considered part-time, which should be like what, under 20-ish or like under the 39 or whatever, and would be making bank in comparison, but I wouldn't have much of a life. Oh well. That's the eternal catch-22 of job, being an adult. Yeah. It is life. What can you do? Oh. I love our Fade to Black because they didn't want to animate the thing being extended. Time to win the lottery. think I still would like if I were to ever win the lottery. I think I would collect the. If I were to collect the big old check in a Jason mask, or just a hockey mask, a Jason getup. Either that or maybe I'll just go in full clown gear. I think that'd be funny. Can I collect it under a pseudonym name? I don't know. Collected an Among Us inflatable costume. I'm just we're getting ideas here from multiple different lottery wins. Got one in a clown costume, got one in a Jason mask, got the third one in an inflatable Among Us costume. Okay, alright. For a store if I have one. I think I picked one up. I'd say a bit of a waste, but you could buy it for the stores, so whatever. Oh wait a minute, did they make a spiritual successor to web fishing? Because of yeah, here's another instance of like the internet, somebody shoving somebody off the everything. Here's fishing. This is recent. I didn't really get into web fishing, although it looked chill. I do like the fishing mechanics in Animal Crossing, so I probably would have liked it. And it was cheap, it was just sort of, I don't know. Here. What is Rift? Does it actually have the approval of the original dev? I want to eat fish now. I'm not really one for the fish. I like my land food. What's a playtest? Okay, I'll add it to my wish list. Why not? Fish to riffs. Huh. It even had to stop the Annalise. Well. That seems fun. I like the idea of fishing. I don't like the idea of eating fish most of the time. I guess, well, quite honestly, I don't think I've tried too many, but what I have tried, I didn't like. a whole ton. But it also admittedly that was because you know when you get older you get different taste buds. Maybe now I have the taste buds for umami, but you know growing up I hated avocado, but now it's just kind of like avocado, very nice, it's good. I mean by default I like by default I enjoy tuna, or you said tuna salad. I enjoy. Especially like tuna salad is a nice toasted sandwich. Tuna's fun. I mean, I would joke about like, yes, the radioactive shrimp and then the mercury and tuna and sardines and all that. But sort of like more fun stuff with rules changing, being like, oh, farmers can now, if they ever so wanted to, farmers could. Smaller farmers could just straight up cut up their animals and sell them without having USDA regulations regulating it. So it's like, mystery meat, my favorite. Not a big shrimp guy, actually. My other family members really like shrimp, but they like shrimp cocktails. So they have cold shrimp, and I do not like cold shrimp. I like fried shrimp. Well, I guess making fried anything is kind of make it more the American way of eating food. Yeah, just fry it up. Yeah. I guess what I'm meaning to say is that I don't like seafood, but if it's the only thing to eat, I am not a picky eater. I'm just alright. I'll eat it. I'm hungry. Yeah. I'll consume the water food. You always have grilled fish at community events. Like extremely salty salmon, I love those so much. Salty salmon. The switches. The bears are electrified. I need to look for the barracks. I believe it's here. Unless Hugh heals me. He's trying to help you, man. Was it on the right side or was it left side? I think it was here. Yeah, here we go. I remember this part. So TDR, I really like fish, probably more than land meat. I like land meat too much though. Oh man. haven't had ribs in forever. I think, oh, that ribs would be fantastic. Especially like tasting the beef that's from Argentina. It's just like, oh, prime stuff right there. That is good. But, you know, maybe that's all I need. Maybe I just need to try out the prime fish, you know? Maybe. Well, I guess there's always like fish tacos, but I guess yeah, fried fish flautas wouldn't be that bad. No, that's an idea. I don't know. Let's see, I have mirror coat, but we also had mirror shot. I don't think there's any special attack. I think to double the damage taken. Range, well, that wouldn't be a whole ton of fighting. It would be fire, but not light. Meh. Fish is just very universal, cold or warm, simple and healthy. Fried fish. Okay. I'm out there. Fried fish? Tell me a fish fried. I mean, come on now, we freaking deep fry butter. Gotta fry all the things. Y'all deep fry everything. It makes it yummy. Yum, 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 yum. Although my doctor was kind of on me last year when my last pit checkup. You know, like you should have less bad cholesterol. You should probably eat better cholesterol things. Yes, I know. But I like to butter on my popcorn. That, sure. No, I mean, again, I've been proud of myself for being. Oh, okay. I don't want to do that. Go down. Popper sounds wild. That's default. What do you mean that sounds wild? Stuff has enough calories already. It depends how you make the popcorn. I do it on stovetop, so by default it doesn't have much. I do really like stovetop popcorn. It's been a while because I haven't watched any movies lately. Popcorn with buttars. Sounds wrong to my European mind. I mean, yeah. It's horribly unhealthy if you get movie theater popcorn, movie theater buttered popcorn. I mean, then again, over there it's also like, well, do you want the cheese product on it? Do you want your cheese whiz on it? Do you want nachos with that too? $50. Cheese? Yeah, cheese product. Not even real cheese, it's cheese product. Oh, but yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm still pretty proud that I'm, I've always been a medium build all my life, but I'm more medium-ish. No muscles though. no big sexy abs or pectorals, but you know I'm not a blob. I'm not your average Walmart American. What are y'all doing to your food? Make it yummy. Just eat it plain or with salt. It reminded me of the post I saw a long time ago. Like it was mainly poking at Britain. Bits were like saying, y'all eat like you're going through world wars or something. Y'all going through a freaking famine. Meanwhile, we all eat like we're starving. What's different? Don't dare compare my cuisine to the British. I know. Cause yeah, there's also that meme of like, I don't think I'd be able to find it, but like beans, like Mexican beans versus like British beans. You're like, oh, alright, oh. Heinz beans. I like my kidney beans, my black beans. Fish and chips is good though. Oh. I don't think I'll be able to find it. That was a while back. That was an old going live message. Got too much free nonsense in my. It's kind of what I use my. Whoop, restaurant. Jack around. I got too much nonsense in my own personal Discord because that's what I use to photo dump memes that I steal. I do really like my going right meme stuff. Oh yeah, the previous point I was gonna say, yeah, just hearing stuff from like Gillian and my other streamer buddy, Solaria, who, I mean, she was in Ohio. I don't know if she still is or not. Doesn't matter. I'm sort of talking about my northern cuisine. So yeah, it's pretty. The climate sucks up here, but food's kind of the only thing keeping us afloat. That's why you put the extra butter and everything. That's why we make everything for double deep fried, because it's like, food makes us happy. Oh, I mean, going through, this is definitely 100% me right now. My spaghetti. sent to work next year on one of these dumps, but... You need lots of nutrients if you live in a place that barely gets 8 hours of sunlight a day for like 6 months. Yeah. I could switch, but... After going for 2... Okay. I haven't been bothered yet about going to the launchmat today, so I think we'll just keep going here. We'll get through the story bit. One thing I really do want though, and it sucks how pork is such a pretty dirty meat that because man, I love pork rinds, or at least, you know, the particular chicharrones that has like the fat and the some meat on it, some fried meat on it. Like, oh, that's good, especially with like red or green sauce. It is a bit tough on the teeth though, because it is hard. It is hardened pork skin, or dried pork skin. Makes your jaw tired chewing on it, but it's so good. I put me on mute and go eat. Okie dokie. One of them kills me right now. Let's see if I find that Heinz beans meme or not. If not, oh well. This one. These are all old memes that I may have already used. The new sin of shrimp. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Luna. Hope you had a fun time watching. I go to eat. I shall see you when I see you. I'll be glowing, I guess, on whatever screen you're using to watch. For a not very small while. I don't remember this part being too long, but there's a lot of fights, so I'll get through it quickly, hopefully. I do just want to get out of this section in case I need to do something off stream or grind or what have you. I don't think I do, but just in case. You're on iPad. The AMOLED screen. That'd be pretty tough if I did go with launching that, because I always use that time to play. Use that opportunity to play whatever opposite save file that I need. So I've been okay, that's good. Just getting new sludge. It used to be white, but now it's white too. I think well, at this point I'm pretty far behind. Even though I did take the time to play an extra little bit, because I was pretty bored, so I was like, oh, well, whatever. I'll do a bit of progress in white 2 trap, right? Oh, we're just got a map for this. Let's see. Is this just like ship? What happens when I write ship? Oh, ship. No. Team. This one. Team. Castle Safe House Tornadoes. What's the name of the ship? I wonder if Starfighters made a map for this. That's my ship. Like 2 map. I just want a map. I may do a BRB. These will watch me now. Oh, okay. It's a frigate. Right. I believe it's pronounced that way. Hopefully it is. Huh. We are front, all back, port. And that's not very helpful. Its proper name then. Which one actually? Dang, this Pokemon game may be too new to not actually have a map. Oh well, time to go with Plan A. It's just like, oh, I'll just keep stepping on any random thing and we'll just make progress. Actually, wait a minute. It goes here. Ooga. Ah. Actually kind of scared me because I clicked on a thing. Weather monitor and just hear a Wooga like, huh? Maybe serves actually. That did remind me there was a little project that I thought was pretty cool. Had the money for it, like one of those retro monitors, but like it repurposes. It was an iPad Air screen. I forgot. It replaces some sort of iPad screen. It may have been maybe not the Air, but maybe like the first, second gen screens. They repurposed for retro monitors, or mainly for like the Mister. I thought that would have been elite. Many times, but yeah, it doesn't make sense for me to have one. Let's just pop out. Oh, here. Oh, what is that? Let's see which trainers I have enough, but I fought these lads. Let's go this way. Oh, there's a button. Cool. Next. Go down. I guess as comparison to Sabrina's gym, this place isn't as noteworthy as to require an easy guide to get through it. But whatever. It's 2. I thought it was like 6 or something before. Or maybe because the last time I was usually would be here. Where it was for Nuzlocke and the like, so maybe. The context kind of matters, I guess. Okay, let's not go that way. Let's go somewhere else here. This one already. There was that cool monitor project that was separate. That was what was it? Was it I would have to look that up on YouTube. That may take me a second. I couldn't find him. I could not find the beams. I had in mind. Oh well. But it's always funny going through my YouTube subscriptions and being like, who the heck is this guy? Oh yeah, Captain Workspace. He's the guy that makes all the funny like April Fool's videos. He hasn't made a video in a couple of years though. Especially when people rebrand, it's sort of like, what the? Who are you? I think one of my streamer buddies that I knew, what's his name? Battlebud or something. He renamed himself a while back. He was a League streamer that had raided me years back, and I followed back and keep up with him. I think also with the Frosty gang there was where the heck were they before? I don't remember. But they're currently called Coconut. Yeah. I was friends with her and her boyfriend because they liked the Monster Hunter and I liked the Monster Hunter, so we naturally bonded. I'm not sure if even with that same guy. Actually, maybe not. I don't know. Because I was under NSO family thing, yeah, for a while. But since I'm usually not very confrontational, not confrontational, but sort of like I don't check in on people sometimes. I just sort of disappear. That is something I've been working on. To sort of like not be afraid to badger people, poke at them. But since I didn't do that, I was one day kicked off the family plan, so I had to be like, hey lads, boys, do you want pull together some money? We'll have the NSO expansion pack. Lads, boys and lads. That was years ago. I think that I only found out I was kicked off when I'd wanted to play Gen U with Lumber. Was it Gen U? Sorry, Gen U or playing Rise, and Rise came out on Switch. Just sort of finding out like, oh, whoops, I don't have online on my Switch anymore. I'm just missing one thing. Let's see where this leads. Still sub to Candy Monday. Has he uploaded at all? Wait, does he just stream these days? I don't know what Candy Monday does. Oh, the last post was also 4 years ago. I'd be like, yeah, it was family stuff. Dang. This is how I found out Candy Monday hasn't uploaded in forever. I mean, I've also fallen off of League. I'm past my MOBA phase. Dang, okay, let me go back and look for a map, because I need to find out just one thing. Just one switch. Six doors, the software leads to it doesn't fight you, but okay, maybe you rest up just in case. What? So reading these instructions. Top left room, use the top left teleporter, then step on the red switch. This is turning into Sabrina's gym when I just like I keep randomly choosing stuff, but I'm like randomly choosing the same things over and over again. This one top left. Oh, that was the last one I was missing. Because it didn't do it. There we go. But I like Candy Mund's videos. They're short. He would sometimes have streams where he shows himself like doing the art. And well, Candy stuff has always been inspirational because he doesn't have, or he didn't, yeah, purposely did not make him like look professional, you know. I don't know how to really describe it. But I like to do those because they were funny. The legendary Pokemon of Ice, its name is Kyurem. Gasp. Hey, Hugh. Check out Mark Haynes and forever. Well, I guess it's almost been a year since I last uploaded anything. Oh wait, he posted on New Year's. Yeah. Another year, another day of seeing Mark Haynes saying he's trying to get back on track. I guess we all are. Mirror coat. Is this just... I just said no to this. Oh yeah, right, yeah. Right. Oh, Mr. Gentleman, that dude had a lot of really good RPG related videos, but he went on break, but he came back for the HE2D version of 1 and 2 and 3. That's kind of what got me interested in playing the Dragon Quest videos. Switch here. Swap to Ichi. dang, I just got this. Dang. Yeah, I guess that this is just more of the what I was talking about earlier about the parasocial relationships. Just being like, dang, this is how I find out. I haven't seen this person's videos in forever. Like Simon Shed. I mean, there's a lot of like there's a train channel, model train channel. I think he started going into TT120 scale. And his last video was an update. I mean, there's I know the biggest train channel that got me through voice crack. That got me through. Been yapping too much. The pandemic and I guess like depression of during pandemic was Everard Junction, and I know that guy doesn't upload very frequently because he made an update video recently talking about how he was changing houses, and his job is restoring classical cars. So yeah, restoring cars is a very time-consuming thing. Always really rough on the body too. Especially if you don't have a body for it, like I don't. I'd have to actually get swole for me to be a good car guy. Oh, and this is the... I made the Minecraft Create videos. Money. Oh, right. It was the purloined grandpa cut. Oh. Cinematic time. Oh no. Chasm. Yeah. Well, I'm thankful I went the wrong way for a second. So that's how we got our newest and last party member. Yeah, we just need to find one of the heroes, yeah. Where could a hero be? I forgot it was up. But yeah, the YouTube channel I was searching for his entire time was, it got renamed to the Retro Collective. I think, was it the Retro Man Cave before? I don't remember. But I really liked their videos because they did a lot of refurbishments of old computers and consoles. Alright, so we'll have a full party of 6 for this. Did I heal? Not sure I got healed, but we'll heal again. It wouldn't hurt. It's free healthcare or something I wish I had. Well, universal free healthcare. I thought they made a video on somebody, cause was it Checkers or something? I don't remember, but there was some cool monitor that was being made, that was being kickstarted. That was meant to be like the ultimate retro monitor, but it was like $300, $400, so it's kind of like meh. Well, anyways, I have yapped a lot, and actually, what the heck? Didn't end up going much further than I expected. I was like, oh man, this would be like a 3.5, 4-hour stream, but no. I finished around my 3-hour mark, so pretty good. So next time, it appears we'll be going through a Curum thing, even though I caught a Curum, so I don't need to worry about that. Maybe I'll still catch another one, because why not? But let's see. Tomorrow is Sunday. Tomorrow I will be resuming Chrono Cross. Tomorrow I'll be resuming Chrono Cross, and then Monday will be the finale to Metro Prime 4. I believe the first chunk of Prime 4 will just be I'll be going around in the desert, collecting all the green to get that final reward, and our memory fruit. I don't remember how to do that properly, so I'll see. So yeah, if I could double check again, but I'm pretty confident I'll work Sunday. Not Sunday. Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. So yeah, Chrono Cross tomorrow, Prime 4 on Monday, or Chrono Cross Tuesday. If I finish Prime 4 on Monday, then that means Thursday I'll be starting a new game, which will be a game that was gifted to me by a very lovely individual. What's it called? There's no game like Warp Dimension, I believe, which is a point-and-click little adventure. I think it would be nice to have a little change of pace from my usual platformer RPG and stuff. I haven't done a point-and-click. Unless you would count Trauma Center, on the one on the Wii. That was kind of point-and-clicky. At least for like the detective section, so you know. But that'll be it out of me. I'll see you guys when we see ya, and until next time, stay safe, stay warm, eat good, and goodbye.